Like a little briefcase. That's pretty dope. What the fuck's in here? Probably like a fucking hand or some shit.
What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Money is what makes the world go round. Everybody knows that. But with greed also comes good fortune. So today we're looking at the 5 most amazing treasures found on camera. Leave a like on the video right now, and maybe you'll find your own treasure. Also, if you could be mega rich or mega famous, which one will you choose? I would love to hear what you guys would choose down below in the comments, and I'll try to respond to a few of you, but anyways, let's get right into it. Number 5. These days, a ton of people go treasure hunting as a hobby, but it's pretty hit or miss whether they actually find anything exciting. I mean, let's face it, most people are happy if they find like an old iPhone or a pair of designer sunglasses, but this guy struck gold, literally. I've got absolutely no idea how it got there, or how he managed to search in the right spot, but this dude accidentally discovered over $1 million worth of old treasure. Like seriously, he found 51 gold coins and over 40 feet of pure gold chain, all hanging out in the sand on the coast of Florida. He even found an ancient gold coin that was made for the old king of Spain, which is about as close to pirate treasure as you could probably get. Anyway, the best thing about this video is that the dude knows exactly what he's found, and you could tell he's super excited about it. In fact, you could barely see the treasure at first, because there are way too many bubbles from him shouting out in happiness. But the big question is what he'll spend the treasure on. Maybe a pirate ship, who knows? Number 4. The one thing everyone knows about treasure is that even if you know where it is, it can be pretty hard to find. I mean, if you have a ton of gold coins and you decide to bury them somewhere, you're not going to make them easy to discover, right? Well, whoever owned this treasure first had the right idea, because they made it pretty hard to get a hold of, but it turns out they still didn't hide it well enough. Somehow this guy's metal detector led him straight to the right place, but it looked like it had taken him to a useless brick wall. With that said, as soon as he started digging, another bit of the wall was revealed, and something super exciting was hiding between the bricks. I mean, you probably already guessed what it was, but just in case you haven't got it, there was like a tiny little tin literally built into the wall. Not just that, but when the treasure hunter finally managed to get it out and open, it turns out there's a little pile of gold coins hiding inside. Not a bad find after all.
Hey, what's
Number 3. So most people on this list have had to dig around for their treasure, at least move some sand around, but this guy, well, he is on a whole other level of lucky. I mean seriously, the dude was just biking around the area looking for cool places to search when he saw a little pile of what looked like trash. Now any normal person would have biked straight past and kept on looking, but this dude stopped, and I bet he was really glad he did. Like all he had to do was move what looked like a burnt log off the top of the pile, and there was something shiny and silver underneath. No, it wasn't coins or treasure, but it was actually something way cooler because it turned out to be a metal briefcase. Not just any briefcase either, but one filled with stacks of bills, which added up to around $500 altogether. I've got no idea how it got there, and to be honest, I probably don't want to think about it, but I bet it was the best bike ride this guy had in a while.
Okay, hold on. Just go around this way instead of making it complicated on myself. What was that? I like just riding around and like just seeing all the shit people just like throw out. I hate people that dump, but I don't know, sometimes you see funny shit like fucking car seats with like a baby in it or something, but oh, that's tight. Like a little briefcase. That's pretty dope. What the fuck's in here? Probably like a fucking hand or some shit. What? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me right now. No way. No fucking way. This is not real. This can't be real. Dude. Oh shit. Dude, no fucking way. $40. These are all ones. Like somebody was gonna go to the strip club or something. There's gotta be, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, maybe $100 a piece? Maybe? Oh my god.
Number 2. You might think that finding a huge amount of treasure is always a good thing, especially if it's money, but it turns out that's not always true. I mean, this dude found over $150,000 literally in his backyard, but he ended up dead just a few months later. Okay, so I'm being a bit dramatic. What actually happened is still pretty freaking creepy. Basically, this dude found the money at the bottom of his garden and gave it straight to the cops so they could find the owner. Turns out the money belonged to an old woman who had buried it because it was cursed. Spooky, right? Anyway, most of the money went to the daughters, but the guy was allowed to keep a small amount of it as a reward for handing it in. However, just a few weeks before he was set to claim it, he died of a heart attack, almost as if the curse was real after all. Either way, the moral here is to always check your garden for hidden treasure when you move in, but also somehow check if it's cursed.
Everybody calls me the most honest man in America.
Wayne Sabai, the self-proclaimed most honest man in America, knew most people wouldn't have done what he did, hand over $150,000 he found in his garden.
A lot of people, matter of fact everybody I've talked to in the last 2 years, would probably not have done what Wayne did, turn the money in.
Then the feud began about whose money it was, Wayne's, who found it, or his elderly neighbor Dolores Johnson, who had Alzheimer's. Her daughter said she had that much cash, a lifetime of savings, but she told her that she didn't want it anymore.
She believed at the end of her life that the money was cursed. She bagged it up and threw it over the fence.
Cursed? Well, you decide. 87-year-old Dolores Johnson died in December. 51-year-old Wayne Sabai 10 days ago from diabetic shock.
If Wayne had at least gotten some closure on this, he might still be with us, I think.
Wayne was an unemployed carpenter till his death, with little money in savings, but he did the right and moral thing. How many of you would do that?
He was just Wayne Sabai all along. Very nice man, very good man.
Okay, here's our honorable mention. It might seem like a lot of the people on this list stumbled onto their treasure by accident, but trust me, a lot of work goes into it. I mean, these guys did a ton of research to figure out the most likely place for these coins to show up, and when it turned out to be in the middle of a farm in England, well, they knew what they had to do. That's right, the crew flew all the way from America to dig around in the field, and it didn't take them long to find what they were looking for. In total, they found a handful of hammered silver coins from over 2,000 years ago, as well as a couple of Celtic gold coins and a medieval jeweled ring. The best thing is, they just got more and more excited as the day went on, even though all they were doing was digging in the sun. In fact, I don't even think they minded that they had to pay the farmer to replant all the crops and hand in all their treasure. They were just hyped about finding so much awesome stuff.
It's not very often that I find an item so exciting that I forget to point the camera at it.
Oh, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Eric. Yeah! Oh, wow. Yeah! Yeah! Are you kidding me?
I couldn't believe it. My dream find. The reason why I came to England. Against all odds. My first, my only, Celtic gold stater.
Are you freaking kidding?
You'll be buying beer tonight. It'll take a hell of a find to top that.
Yeah, nice.
Some quick research back at the van revealed that this coin was a circa 50 BC Celtic gold stater from the Iceni tribe who used to occupy this land.
Number 1. Now I know all the finds on this list so far have been pretty recent, but treasure hunting isn't just a modern thing. In fact, some of the most awesome treasure hunts happened way back in 1974, and completely by accident as well. To give a short summary, a bunch of Chinese farmers were digging a well when they came across a life-size human head made of clay. Obviously, they called in an expert to investigate, and it turned out their discovery was way more valuable than they thought. So what was it? Well, they'd actually found one of the legendary Terracotta Army, the life-size statues that were made 2,000 years ago. They were there to protect the first emperor of China in the afterlife, which meant there were actually thousands of them, and the more the archaeologists looked, the more they discovered. Now, obviously, this isn't the kind of treasure you could keep or sell, so the farmers were probably disappointed, but it was still a massive discovery. In fact, it was that discovery that proved that the army was once painted in a ton of bright colors, rather than just blank stone like most people had thought.
It's a vast pottery army which is slowly being unearthed from the tomb where it's lain for more than 2,000 years. At one time, when a Chinese ruler died,
I work in this site for many years, for decades. Yeah. So these warriors are all life-sized, like real soldiers. Also, they have different facial features. You can tell from their hairstyle, their we call headgears, and they can tell their different ranks. The Terracotta warriors was found accidentally.
And there's a video on the top 5 most amazing treasures found on camera. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or tops an idea, feel free to search me a handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.